we are given these two functions, f of x and g of x, and we need to find all of these, f plus g of 5, f minus g of 5, f times g of 5, and f over g of 5. So since 5 will be substituted into each function, what I'm going to do is first come up here and find f of 5 and, oops, there we go, find f of 5 and then g of 5. So f of 5, I'm going to put 5 in for all of the x values. One thing I can do is write out the whole function. So x squared minus 6 times x, we'll put the 5 in for both of those. So 5 squared is just 5 times 5, or 25, minus 30. So 25 minus 30 is just going to be negative 5. So then I know f of 5 equals negative 5. So we will be using that. Next, let's find g of 5. So we'll do the same thing, just substitute it in. So we have 5 plus 7. 5 plus 7 is just 12. And so g of 5 equals 12. So now as we go through each of these, we don't have to substitute them in. We can just use what we already found. So f plus g of 5, so that just is like f of 5 plus g of 5. So we can do negative 5 plus 12. And we'll get 7. So 7's the answer on that one. Okay, f minus g of 5. So f of 5 is negative 5. This time we're minusing g of 5, so minus 12. Negative 5 minus 12, we're going to get negative 17 because we start down 5 and we're going down 12 more. Okay, next, f times g of 5. So f of 5 is negative 5. G of 5 is 12. We multiply those and we get negative 60. And then f divided by g of 5, we get negative 5 over 12. So this one didn't have any directions where it said round to 2 decimal places or put in fraction form. So I would accept either answer on this one. Okay. Now let's say you do decide to just write it out and first figure out what f minus g is and then substitute 5 in, which is completely fine. That works too. Let me just give you one caution. When you're doing f of x minus g of x, we want to make sure we subtract the whole g of x. So minus the whole x plus 7. And then f of x is x squared minus 6x. So what this does is it makes this negative, we can even put a 1 here, it's going to make it distribute into both of those values. And so it changes every sign in the parentheses. So we still have x squared minus 6x, but then we'll have minus x minus 7. X squared, so the minus 6x and the minus x, we'll just get minus 7x minus 7. And you can see if we put 5 in for this, we'll get 5 squared minus 7 times 5 minus 7. 5 squared is just going to be 25 minus 35 minus 7. 25 minus 35 is negative 10. Minus 7 is negative 17. So you can see we're still going to get the same answer. Either way we do it, this is just another way to think of it. Just use caution when you're subtracting a function to make sure each value gets subtracted.